Last week, I highlighted a section from my conversation with Lisa Rosen about running ads on her website. In 2020, Lisa's website saw a serious boost in traffic, and it was just way too tempting to try to capitalize on that by putting ads on her site. Actually, a lot of website owners think about putting ads on their site, no matter what they're selling, as a way to boost earnings. And it does boost earnings. Lisa saw around a 15% boost to earnings from putting ads on her site. If you're making $200,000 in revenue on your website, then adding ads could possibly lift revenue by $30,000 a year. That's a good chunk of money. But there's no such thing as a free lunch, and in this case, there's significant risk that any site owner faces when putting ads on their site. This goes doubly for membership business owners because the focus of these businesses is on having frequent interactions with people who decided to trust you with knowledge or ideas. Membership site founders face a heightened risk of turning regular customers off. So in this video, I want to walk you through my thoughts on adding ads to a membership site and the landmines that you'll encounter along the way. Ready? So first off, when I say ads, I'm primarily talking about actual ads, not paid posts or affiliate links. These are great ways to boost your income as well, but for the purpose of this discussion, I'm just talking about putting square images or lines of text on your website from providers such as Ezoic. So what sorts of risks or pitfalls do membership site managers face? Let's go through them one by one. First, alienation. I mentioned this briefly above, but when you run ads on a membership site, you have a community of people who are paying for your knowledge or wisdom, whether in the form of one-on-one conversations, a forum, video calls, or whatever. From the point of view of the member, they're shelling out a lot of money in their eyes for a package that promises a comprehensive solution that will help them solve their problems. In their eyes, they've already paid their dues and are entitled to the benefits of membership without being milked for money. So when they see ads on the site, they can take it personally, see it as you trying to squeeze more money from them when they already paid you real money for membership. This is when you start getting cancellations and angry emails. No, it doesn't make any sense whatsoever, since they don't actually have to pay you more money to get the same amount of benefit from their membership, but they see it as a bit of an insult. So if you plan on putting ads on your site, be prepared to field emails and cancellation requests from pissed off members. The second risk of running ads is lower conversion rates. It should go without saying that the more distractions you have on your sales page or landing pages, the lower your conversion rate will be on those pages. If you have a squeege page, for example, where you're trying to collect email addresses, you want the viewer to focus on the purpose of that page, submitting their email address to sign up for your newsletter. If you have a big flashing square distracting them from that task, more prospects will click on that box and not fill out your email form. Now, you ultimately get some money from your ad provider for this small win, but you lose out on possibly larger earnings when this prospect purchases one of your digital products or purchases a full membership. Obviously, the $500 you're charging for membership dwarfs the 10 cents you'll make when the prospect clicks. So a cardinal rule is never put ads on any page where you want a conversion to take place. No ads on squeeze pages, landing pages, segmentation pages, and definitely no ads on your sales page. Third, lower traffic to vital pages. The last conversation raises an interesting question. Does having ads on your website decrease the number of prospects going to your most important pages? It might. Think about this from a usability standpoint. You're a prospect interested in something like yoga. You have a question about yoga, so type that question into Google search and click on an article that seems like it has the best answer to your question. But once the page loads, you're presented with flashing ads before the article. You scroll past to read the intro, but there's more ad placements right after. They're distracting because they're moving, so it's hard to read the article. You completely miss the link or call to action to get the free yoga download. And you click the back button, frustrated that you couldn't find a simple answer from a knowledgeable expert. I know that you're probably using an ad blocker or have some ad blocking software, but a lot of other people aren't. And enough of these people will be distracted enough or frustrated enough with your website's experience that they won't click to go to your most important pages. They'll just leave. And this will lower the number of people going to your most important pages, your squeeze pages, sales pages, or quiz pages. If you want to go the ads route, this is something that you need to track very carefully. At the very least, you really need to get data on the percentage of people going from a specific high traffic page to your squeeze page over a few months prior to implementing ads. Then compare that figure to the percentage of people going to your squeeze page after putting ads on your site. Maybe the drop in flow is tiny, so running ads are a net benefit, but more likely, you'll see a noticeable drop in traffic, making running ads a net negative to your business. Another thing you can do is A/B test your page. Use a platform such as Optimizely or Google Optimizer to set up two versions of a high traffic page, one with ads and one without, and then see what the difference in click-through is over a couple thousand visitors. This would be the better way to go because you can skip the confounding time factor, the number coming from two different periods in time. Fourth, going heavy on ads can impact your Google search rankings. Bet you didn't consider that. Now, obviously, this is only an issue for sites that get most of their traffic from Google search. And to my knowledge, this is only relevant to Google, but that's also like 95% of the search market. Back a couple of years ago, Google started to focus on on-site user experience when ranking websites. Google aims to serve up high-quality results for people using Google search. If a searcher clicks on a link on the Google search results page and navigates to the site, Google wants that user to be happy with what was offered up. Part of that means that Google needs to offer up sites with a good user experience. Ads obviously affect a website's user experience. One ad can be distracting, but you can scroll past that so it's not on your screen. But if you load a website up with ads, then users can't get away from them. They become very distracting, and users become frustrated with the website experience and by extension the quality of the sites that Google search results are offering up. A couple of years back, Google decided to clean up the SERPs by de-ranking a lot of sites that were too aggressive with ads. A lot of sites saw their traffic cut in half or more overnight. Obviously, if you're getting most of your traffic from Google and then Google pulls the rug out from under you, the results can be devastating for your business. So you really need to consider this if you decide to run ads on your site. If you do, I recommend that you go very light with ads. Platforms such as Ezoic may be too aggressive with ads, and this may be responsible for their perceived higher earnings for site owners who use their platform to run ads. Be careful that you're not being too aggressive with ads on your site, and I would personally lean towards being very conservative with the number of ads you put on your website, even if it means lower earnings. Now, all of this has to do with placing ads on your site. It doesn't touch placing affiliate links on your site. This is a whole other approach, and it's arguably more risky than simply stuffing your website full of ads. Yes, you can make a lot more money with affiliate links, but you're really playing with fire if you go down this route in 2025. To understand why, make sure to check out my discussion of affiliate marketing. And if you're interested in scaling your membership business, I highly recommend listening to my discussion with Ernesto Ortiz, who is able to grow his business to $500,000 a year in just 3 years.